Go.
Enthusiastic.
Hello, my name is Dana, and today I will be talking about teaching babies sign language. The formation of ASL, or American Sign Language, was derived from Charles Michel Lippe, who was a French educator known as the father of the deaf. Thus, ASL reflects the French syntax. So while ASL signers may not understand French, they are able to successfully communicate. Michael Corballis, author of From Hand to Mouth, The Origins of Language, and psychology professor at the University of Auckland, New Zealand, trusts that speech is a derivative of nonverbal gestures, now known as sign language. Kind of like how hula and ole are related. Sign language is the fourth most common language in the US. I remember an incident in KTA Waimea where I was with my friend and we were in her truck and a couple was backing up. And we honked the horn and they didn't stop. And they banged us. Come to find out they were deaf, so they didn't hear the horn. Being that I took a course in high school on sign language, I was able to communicate to them and let them know that it was okay and that there was no damage and they could go. All babies' social needs can be adequately met by using baby sign language. Children can sign earlier than using spoken words because they are able to use their hands and their arms to control, as opposed to their articulatory apparatus or their voice box, which develops over the course of a year and a half. In the last 20 years, researchers celebrated benefits that babies gain from sign language. The information that I will be discussing comes from Baby Sign Language for Hearing Babies by Karen Walburton, Jill and Peter de Villiers' Language Acquisition, and Psychology, 6th edition by Hockenberry and Hockenberry. So let's explore what I believe are the simplest and easiest methods for teaching infants how to sign. The first is keeping it simple. Simple is best. The emphasis on signing plays on the most important word in the sentence, making it easier for the infant or baby to capture what it is that you're talking about. So for example, if I am saying the ball is purple or the ball is blue, I may want to use just one sign and say blue. Knowing how and when to sign makes a big difference also. Be aware of your baby's ability to process, to notice your facial expressions, and to watch your hands. Often, if the baby is ready to learn, they will mimic what you're trying to gesture. So in this, we relied mostly on facial expressions, where when you're speaking about a male figure, you're dealing with the top portion of your head. So for man, you're here, for male, and boy, which is like a brim of a hat. Whereas if you're talking about a female, you're focusing more on your chin, where this plays as a woman or girl. Also, you want to learn to take natural breaks from signing, as baby's energy is focused elsewhere and what's currently at hand. So examples of that is when they're teething, when they're learning to crawl or to walk, or when they're sick. They aren't able to concentrate as well on sign language during that time. The younger the baby is, the shorter its focus will be, and that's just natural. The second is to show and tell. In this, you are teaching your baby that you see what you mean, making words visual in signing as well as speaking. In daily activities such as eating and sleeping, sign the corresponding words before, during, and after the activity. Starter words like eat, milk, more, and sleep play a vital role in this age. So for the sign more, it's just as if you're taking a portion and putting it into someone else's hand. So babies may start to sign it just like this or like this, but it is correct. They are referring to more. Signs should also respond with the appropriate facial expressions. So if you're talking about being happy, you want to display that on your face, as well as being sad and tired and sick. So in everything, you want to make signing a second nature for your baby and part of your family's daily routine, knowing that isolating and really capturing that time makes a big difference. The third aspect of this is to hanaho, to repeat and to practice. Communicate with your baby through activities that the babies enjoy, such as nursery rhymes and songs, books, toys, and outings, as well as games. Don't give up. All children learn at different rates. Give your child more attempts to communicate, even if the child's sign is wrong. Just go ahead and show them the correct signs, and sooner or later they will follow along. The child builds knowledge and retention for better understanding as they are learning kinetically through visual as well as audio. And in this, we build the child's confidence to grow and to learn independently. So we are teaching them kind of like a monkey see, monkey do. They will follow what you do. So in conclusion, teaching baby the most important signs involved in his or her life one at a time is the most effective way for children to acquire use of baby sign language. Build a constant culture of sign language around the baby, allowing the grounds for nonverbal communication and language to flourish in every aspect of the baby's daily routine. Petito and others in 2001 and 2004 found that deaf babies raised by parents who use basic ASL tended to babble with their hands. Just as babies in 6 to 9 months babble with their mouths, these children were able to pulsate with their hands as a kind of expressive language. The same is for regular hearing babies whose parents use ASL. So, sign language creates an equally rich communication as well as any language. And it also allows for babies to converse earlier than any oral language out there. So, now, who can show me the sign for shaka? Very good.